Hey everybody, my name's Brennan Bucher. Welcome to sports. Thanks guys. It has been since Christmas since we've last talked about the Bluebirds' successes in athletics. So let's dive in, no pun intended, because we're going to start with swimming. The swim and dive birds have been dominating their competition. Since the new year, the girls have defeated Lakota East and also took home the title of the Scott Eagle Classic. The boys won the Walnut Hills invite and took second at the Scott Eagle Classic. The 200 free relay of Griffin Barlow, Noah Gracie, Charlie Herfel, and Chanith Abasingi set a pool record at Walnut Hills. The team takes on Anderson tonight and then will compete in the NKAC meet this Saturday. Regionals are just 2 weeks away. The indoor track season is here, and the girls' first meet was the Wittenberg, Ohio invite. Georgia Zengel and Isla Main both ran the 1600 and both went sub 630. Freshman Maribel Go finished in the top 20 of the 3200, and the girls had a few relay teams that competed very well against good competition. The boys run this weekend at the MLK Weekend Invite. They run on Saturday. Going to pro sports, starting with the Cincinnati Bengals, and they almost got it done. They won their last 5. The Colts had lost 1. The Dolphins lost 1. Unfortunately, the Broncos got the win over Kansas City, ending the Bengals season. And for the second straight year, the Bengals will not be in the playoff race. It was disappointing, but it will be fun to watch the NFL honors to see what Bengals take home awards, especially with their impressive offensive season. Moving on to a quick recap of the Cincinnati Reds offseason. To this point, they've acquired a few key pieces, including Gavin Lux, and we'll get to him in a second. But this will help the 25 club. Brady Singer, Jose Trevino, Gavin Lux, those are the big 3 that we've acquired so far. Lux will serve as Jonathan India's replacement, but the rotation will start to get interesting in a potentially crowded infield. Singer is so far one of my favorite additions. He started almost 35 games last year and will be a consistent veteran, and that will be great to the young pitchers in this rotation. Jose Trevino from the New York Yankees was added for depth, and he was an under-the-radar part of their 2024 World Series appearance for the Bronx. When you talk about the starting lineup, you could see a switch as they are trying to find a place in center field for Matt McLean coming off injury. And this could get very interesting because it looks like they're trying to get Will Benson off of the starting lineup. Baseball season is near. I'm excited. Pitchers and catchers report February 12th. Finally, we'll end with some Highlands basketball. Unfortunately, the boys team fell in a close game last night with a great comeback for the Highlands Bluebirds that fell just short. The next chance to see the Birds in action is tonight. It is also dance senior night against the Cincinnati Trailblazers. The next chance to see the Ladybirds in action on the road Friday at NCC. The girls have won 4 out of their last 6. If you can't make the game at NCC, I'll be live broadcasting that on BluebirdsRadio.com. I'll also be live broadcasting the next boys away game in Park Hills on Saturday. Tip-off is at 4. Emma got a chance to talk to some people on why you should be supporting our basketball programs.
Rickards got it top of the key, now swings it around. It's Vinny Listerman on the left wing. Now drives in, kicks to the corner. It's Messmer. He started that game against Newport hot. Remember, he hit 2 big threes early before the Bluebirds had a disastrous second half. I want to see if they have a way to get him going and maybe some plays drawn up for the junior. It is Messmer from the elbow, now kicks back. Finn Bolden takes a jumper from the elbow. Contested, won't go. Rebounded by number 3. That's Jaden Combs. Now it's number 0, Roman Combs, the forward at the top of the key. He'll give to Andy Johnson and sinks the 3. Andy Johnson starts off, and we're going to see a lot of that this evening. He is going to string them from deep. He is not afraid to miss a shot. Very short-term memory, and what that does, that allows him to shoot 6, 7, 8, sometimes double-digit threes a game. Now Highlands on the offensive. It's Tate Lorenzen. He swings to the corner. It's Charlie Messmer beyond the D1 3-point line. Now Rickert drives in, gives to Lorenzen. Now Lorenzen passes back to Listerman, and he loses control of it, and it goes beyond half court. It's an over and back. The Bluebirds believe it was tipped, but our officials from the 8th region this evening give the call to Cooper, and it's Highlands now playing defense as Andy Johnson will get the ball and inbound it from out of bounds. Catching the pass is Chris Rodriguez. Now he gives to Isaac Brown. And ball gets tossed out of bounds. Last touch by Finn Bolden. Highlands will still be on defense. Andy Johnson's court vision also not one to be overlooked as well. He rebounds and passes about as well as anyone in the 9th region, along with his tremendous shooting. Highlands appears to be in a matchup zone. Now driving in, it's Jaden Combs. He goes in with his right hand and puts up a tough contested shot for 2. And it's 5-0 Barber brings it down the floor after going scoreless in the matchup on Sunday. Mills, left wing. Now transitions to the top of the key. I think the Birds need to start this one hot early. Now cut from Mills. Her layup won't go. Rebound, Avery Barber. Phenomenal awareness from Barber to get down low. Now it's turned over. Bucher couldn't hold on to it. And now going the other way is Notre Dame. It's Amelia Stallard with it. Stallard now kicks out, and here we go down low. It's Gibson. And it's blocked by Green, but the ball is recovered by number 21, Maya Lowry. We'll see if they'll try the matchup again after Green wins the first one with the block. The most interesting, notable from that game against St. Henry that Notre Dame played is how slow both teams played it, as there's a deep two from number 33, Sophia Gibson, and it's good. And Notre Dame opens the scoring with 2 a minute into this one. It's 2-0 Notre Dame. And some would ask, if you don't have faith in him enough to throw the ball, why is he out there? So we'll see what the play calling looks like and what's on the menu for Coach Hayden Spire. It is a throw. He fires for Jackson Arnold, who makes another great catch right over top of the defense. Jordan Holman put on the ground as Jackson Arnold continues his phenomenal outing in Versailles. You think number 7 has stepped up? He is playing his best at the right time. 1st and 10 for Rio Littmer in what feels like a pretty big drive with 2 minutes 40 seconds to play in this first quarter. It's early, but don't let this defense get two stops on you. Here's the snap. Set to throw is Littmer. He's firing deep. He's going for Adam Surrey. Beautiful ball. Beautiful catch. Back shoulder fade works to perfection. That is a big-time field flipper for the Highlands Bluebirds. They are in connection early, as that's the second big completion of number 14. Littmer takes it himself on the option. He's got a lane. He breaks free. Rio Littmer, 38 yards all the way to the house, and Highlands with the score. What an answer. 2 plays and a touchdown for the Bluebirds. Now hold on, wait a minute. A flag at the 28-yard line. And you'd hate to see a play of that magnitude come back. Touchdown's good, but it's a personal foul against Highlands. 2 big plays and 2 penalties, and another personal foul. Those are the things that'll kill you in the long run. And if I know Coach Spire, this halftime speech will be focused around things like that. These are 2 good football teams, as the PAT is up, and the PAT is good. You know, the Birds are up 14-10 right now, 2:25 remaining in the first quarter. But you will quickly find out that you cannot hold with a team like Woodford County if you keep committing big penalties. Bluebirds brought down a nice student section as they are up and loud. I can hear them way on the other side of the field here. It's a great setup at Woodford County. And another very deep kickoff for Logan Nickelman, as he will be kicking from his own 25-yard line. It's up, it's away. And here is number 5, Leland Taylor, and he's going to make a move, and Taylor has a lane. He's got the kicker to beat. He rolls and is tackled by Logan Nickelman at about the 27-yard line of Highlands. That is the most dangerous man on the field. He takes the snap, hands it off to Jack White, who gets a bunch of blocks. Jack White breaks free, 30, 20, and he's brought down to the 15. Oh boy, Jack White. It continues to work. Week in, week out, Lexcath, Covcath, Campbell County, now Ryle. Wow, Jack White continues to find open lanes against anyone he faces. Now here's the snap, and it is a quick pass over to Jackson Arnold, and he takes the hitch and is able to get a couple yards. Landon Lorms brings him down.
Second down, 4 yards to go. Ball's on the 9-yard line. Highlands now threatening as they can see pay dirt. And it looked like a jump from the Raiders, but no call. So it looked like one of the interior defensive linemen. They've got a 5-2 base set here, something you rarely see in high school. But Gabe Williams goes to the right, now cuts back to the left. Gabe Williams breaks a tackle. What a run! Gabe Williams scores! Touchdown, Highlands! What a run! He brought it to the right, cut it back to the left, and scored right in there. And with 10:02 on the clock, Highlands marches down easily. Here we go. Overtime, free football, live on BluebirdsRadio.com. Thank you for tuning in. This is as good as it gets. And a loaded box, cover one for Ryle. Pressing up Garahan specifically on the right. Now Roland Littmer out, and his pass is intercepted. He was throwing for the end zone, and it's intercepted. Thanks, guys. It is finally time. The playoffs are back in Fort Thomas. I couldn't be more excited. The Birds had a nice bye week to give them a cushion before the playoffs started. And I was watching warm-ups down on the field. And we'll start things off, as we always do, with the offense. QB1 Rio Littmer was looking phenomenal. The way he was stepping into throws and firing things down the seam had me excited, because that's where I think this game is going to be won. Toward the second and third of the field as you move up, I think that's the biggest weakness of the Titans that Highlands can exploit. The further you move down the field, that opens up the chunk plays, which I think Highlands has done a great job at. Now, the biggest thing coming into this, it appears as though Titans starting quarterback Cade Gooden is out with injury, meaning likely we're going to see Jason Hentz, the sophomore, who is 8 for 8 on the year, take over as quarterback one here for the Titans. One of my favorite things about that first half was the mid-half adjustment, and whether that comes from the sideline, from the players, what it was taking away those big-time deep shots on first and second down, relying on those short underneath plays to attack that lower third of the defense. Really played to a T, and that's what allowed guys like Adam Surrey, Tatum Lorenzen to get into open space. Once you get these superstars into open space, they can shimmy, they can make plays that let them be open. I know there were worries early in this first half, but now I am worry-free about this Highlands offense. They're moving. The defense also really stepped up their game with another mid-half adjustment. If they can keep going drive to drive, adjusting play calls and the way they're forming coverages, the Bluebirds could take this one home. Thanks, guys, and it is so good to be back here at David Cecil Memorial Stadium. The Birds had a road game for round 2, but now we're finally back home. Now, what are the keys to winning today to continue this Bluebird streak? Well, first of all is matching physicality, and that goes to the defensive side of the ball. This Pulaski team likes to run the ball. They like to be physical at the point of attack, so the Bluebirds have to win at the point of attack, and it's so good to have number 70, Torrin Bryant, back from injury, because now that bumps up that Bluebirds defensive line, which really allows for great things at the point of attack, winning at the offensive line. Once you do that, I believe the Bluebirds have the speed with those big boys up front to make impact plays early in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to David Cecil Memorial Stadium on the campus of Highlands High School. We are live for Highlands football, and I couldn't be more excited to be bringing you the action here tonight. My name's Brennan Bucher. I'll be your announcer and analyst for the evening. Now, we come into this one after some cancellations and delays yesterday, but that is not stopping the Bluebirds from Saturday morning football, because we are ready to go. Now, obviously, these two teams met twice last year, and when these two teams did, 1-1. It was a split series. The Birds won the first one on the road, and then the Cooper Jaguars came here and beat us in the playoffs. Now, the keys differ a little bit than what I would have said maybe a couple of days ago because of the weather. It is not totally dry yet. This could cause a more run-focused ball game, leading to the battle in the trenches that I think Highlands can win. You take away the pass rush, now it's one-on-one, hard-nosed football.